has been your prayer to God on your birthday? Empire Boben or Barcelona? What have you asked of God? Say one yama. And I know you could myself.
A secret.
But
me, when you know them grab me, mom by mountain.
Okay.
Me per se, me secret way, you know.
How near at the beginning?
It will be a bit massive.
Chelsea. See, and
there was a Chelsea. Me come away, see, Okako Bompire done.
Oh, there. Before the Chelsea in Man United, the band. Where my boss.
Okay.
I mean, what crime come boy me.
Okay.
Regardless of age difference, near the end, you know. Only me diagram say me tipeno. But any me tipen crano.
Okay.
Abrabo mo bibia, adwuma mo bibia. But on money show that say 7 me akra.
Okay.
And on a day your birthday no. Media Empire per se on behalf of everybody who loves Richardo and Fiifi-Manfred. Obia or tuning into the show just so obetini asre no enjoy analysis no na wahye nyina on the team no. As the leader of the team, as the host of the team no. You be see a bumpire area the Empire now boy na obi antibi. Even Oba Junior Crown no that them one TB.
Man can't
Rade Emma Sampire enya ho.
Amen. Amen.
Na meme de ni ameka so so no say oma unkwatentia hoden wom.
Amen.
Eno de ehu hia me.
Sure.
Na sebe yesi akokọ brema nkwan nipa de ewu na obrema no.
Sure.
Enim se ne de eden nipa e da we de da bi beba beba.
Nipa bi ankyerebo.
But enyene. Oma wonni won kwan na no.
Amen.
Na eni jembom ahoden bom.
Amen.
Na enjoy the fruits of labor.
Amen.
Na that chi bi otun sa fro a. Say mira. Adwuma na so am se me mra me no.
Sure.
Mayewi na okupano so makwawi. Nti kwa na irade so mfa so na afoforo nyinsha.
Okay.
Because minim nipa enam wo so a sebi adwuma mu wa. Enye ba akonye mienu. I know a lot of them.
Okay.
Adebia omokan ho asempa and it should be like that. Okay. Nyami shout.
Amen.
Normal award person. On behalf of fans of Fiifi-Manfred next year birthday special surprise mouth.
Okay.
In the course of the show no.
Right.
Birthday surprise number. Na ya to so hon. Dr. Kovi say me kan say Sunday.
Oh.
Say almost say on be doom lights Ghana have. Dr. Kovi say mrefi.
Nyamehwe Chelsea ne PSG
so be so gen set na my CEO Living Waters Hospital. Also be so gen set na my.
Dr. Kofi, good morning. Meba. Meba na ni na no.
Yeah.
Ya be against ne kama.
Excellent movie room pa. Big screen.
No problem.
Yeah, go share match.
Ba ko yen kama.
Leni on common.
Before you proceed. My main special mention.
Okay, that's it.
Ababa ne yefra no amafonwa.
Okay.
Lakeside Krobi yefra no ajemem.
Okay.
Uko Lakeside da.
Okay.
Obi a wotie mi owo Lakeside there. Esuo ho. Obi a nim ajemama me kan wasem. Na yefra no amafonwa.
Okay.
Fi unim say sabi. Yeah. Oluzu ni eyes. Na ni mienu na enya adwuma. Na Kofi nipa afeme free kronim.
Yeah. Awe jemem ho no.
Awe jemem ho no.
Yeah.
Say your sports we sabi na ni ho de.
Wow.
Nanso 9:30 boy ya gain on the radio.
Wow.
And what we team from Boss FM.
Wow.
Bia me ko bia.
Wow.
To some bar.
Okay.
Enti anopai minim say otie show no.
Okay.
Amafo. Good morning.
Okay.
Na mi sha minim say show you mfani agrokra. And me birthday no ne show ni nyina.
Me dedicate the amano.
Me dedicate e dey amafo awo ajemem Lakeside. Good morning to you, Nyamisha.
Good morning.
Nyamisha na beti me nkapa. Imagine number. Me friend.
Ezotoka. Which
Yankwan.
And then some Dawson. Okay. And I'll take it one after the other for you from club to club. After na bebo seatbelt in yanko. Sport a casting be, and it is similar to what Mundo Deportivo is saying. In fact, in front of Mundo today, almost say Ahora flick. My small Spanish tells me that Ahora means time. So they are saying that it's flick time. And in front of Sport Today, they are talking about Thomas L. Mando. And essentially talking about the fact that Hansi Flick takes the wheel. Which, next season, Team Ubiao is trying to use the summer to solve certain problems and almost last season. So next season, almost problems. For Real Madrid, and the major thing that Madrid would have to change and solve under Xabi Alonso is going to be culture and how they want to play. They need time, tactically, so I'm saying, but Rich, say, Uko Barcelona team no more. Someone will be say any tactics next almost the same because the tactics worked for them by far last season. Tactics in FIA, in fact, semi-final Champions League, they won the league, Copa del Rey, arch rivals Real Madrid, almost several times. So that is fine for Team FIA in Barcelona. But I think that there are 4 things that Barca would have to change and take care of as next season comes in. And that is why Mundo Deportivo any sporting is talking about the fact that maybe they're quite enough family, maybe one Laporta enough family, but it is now time for Hansi Flick, the coach and manager of the club, to take over that and then change something about the team. What am I talking about? Richardo, whilst Mundo was reporting that it is Flick time and stuff like that, there was a video of El Chiringuito and the likes of AS Dario Moa. Report say Abrantier friend Marc-André ter Stegen Ede Nika Akurum in the Civitas Esportiva Honoma Omukwako have a crunch meeting between Hansi Flick and Abrantier and any agent. And it's any simple. Rich, people don't understand why Sir ter Stegen has same way Adragiache. Ter Stegen has 3 years left on his contract. 3 years left on the contract. So in football, it is only when you are entering the second part of the second year, that is over first part of the second year, that is where teams begin to say, okay, say now you need bargaining power. 3 years means that any problem, he has enough time on his contract to be able to do everything that he wants to do as a team. And that's exactly what a problem. The first one for team my friend FC Barcelona and our brother friend Marc-André ter Stegen Hodom. Rich, the meeting a short meeting because already Deco, the sporting director of FC Barcelona, and our brother friend Marc-André ter Stegen Edin Komo, and he has told him say he is not going to be a major part of the team of next season. And then what is going to happen is that Hansi Flick and Kasabeka chair Abrantier friend Marc-André ter Stegen say, Unim Bibi, you are a good goalkeeper. You for so my own free club name. But the number 1 goalkeeper for the club next season is Juan Garcia. The number 2 goalkeeper for the club while extending the contract for them is Abrantier friend Wojciech Szczesny. It is going to be Marc-André ter Stegen, the number 1 goalkeeper for club your friend FC Barcelona. Rich, that is going to be the first meeting. Barca for no money, ter Stegen enko. Omo for cinema in free club no. Ter Stegen, as we hear, in the video crana or Sre or Karim, he won't rush to leave the club because 3 years he don't know better Magiskana for 1 year and then find a place. But the big issue is that there is the World Cup that is lingering. And as the number 1 goalkeeper of the Diamond, you see, when you speak about goalkeepers, any of age, any of your whilst the club form is very important, Rich, what a goalkeeper will do for the national team is very important. And of course, for every other player. Rich, hasn't been a single big international tournament. Our branch friend Marc-André ter Stegen has been the de facto German number 1. Not one. Not in the Euros, not in the World Cup, not in the Nations League. All of them. It's just recently Robert take you over the German number 1. So if you're talking about even tournaments within a span of time, he hasn't been the German number 1. Especially for World Cups and Euros. And this World Cup is going to be the World Cup, a proper number 1 goalkeeping and also captain of the German national team.
Deputy.
Time.
All of a sudden, Ulusu spot to Barcelona.
To a German coach. So Mark has a decision to make. And Barca phoning him say, and don't think any someone in the corner. Anything is almost forcing you to make any decision. Just tell him, say, the club's decision is firm. One Garcia is the number 1 goalkeeper. Chelsea is the number 2 goalkeeper. Over number 3, I had any problem. But this is the situation that's
over there. Hold on. Barca saw no better saying.
Oh, number 3. Number 3. Barca's number 2 is Chelsea.
That is not fair.
Rich, what is not fair?
Come on. Kofi. Testegen.
Annie.
Number 3.
But Rich, number 2, number 3 difference, Bedo.
No, but at least 2 it's okay.
There be them 2 difference.
Difference gidi there but at
least. You na.
Yeah.
But who you mean?
There
be Rich, who you mean?
That the confidence was a mambisa view.
Na some sort of Chelsea own kind of plans. That's what tell you. A technical knockout.
Oh, that's so bad.
Because Chelsea has extended, Rich. Why was Chelsea extend? Because he's number 2. Chelsea took assurance before he extended for 2 more years, 2027. For Testegen, there's no future for him. Rick, the truth of the matter is that every big club in Europe, every big club, including Barcelona, understand the importance of a goalkeeper on all phases of play. The thing is that, say, and now the Mark Andre Testegen see her, now the one Garcia see her. In terms of the number of saves, save percentage, cross claiming, shot stopping, every metric that you judge a goalkeeper with last season in the La Liga, Juan Garcia was better than him. But of course, Obibe argue last season, large part, Ter Stegen was injured.
And then come back.
Exactly. And who was Barca's number 1? Chesney. Juan Garcia was better than him. You go 2 seasons prior, Juan Garcia has been the most consistent goalkeeper in the Spanish La Liga for 2 or 3 seasons. In the top echelon of goalkeepers of Spanish La Liga. Uye George Mamadashvili, now you Unai Simon, now Babe Juan Garcia ma. They have consistently been performing better than Abrante Freno, Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, to the extent that in the last part of the season, Barca fans were like, Ter Stegen, the law of diminishing return account for Akwa Kudrusro and Otiba from Sa into ancient year and they understand that goalkeeper and signs them, they need to sort it out. It's rich. Barca fans don't want to make emotional decisions. For them, it's about data and statistics and all of that. And they believe that your friend Juan Garcia should be their 1 goalkeeper. Mibekano, I know Monday or baby on. You know, because say, one year Luis Diaz, Liverpool not sell him. Rich, for the 3rd time in a row, Bayern have led the way. They've gone back to Liverpool. And Umabisa, more inquiries about Luis Diaz. Rich, you see, the report from CF by any political goal are similar and Bill is reporting largely on that. Say, Liverpool for now have been unequivocal. In Bofekas be unequivocal. Like, they won't sell the man. And in my analysis, I think that Diogo Jota's passing is 1. 2, Napoli are selling Abrantia Yefreno, Victor Osimhen to Galatasaray for 55 to 60 million. Once that money comes, they will buy Darwin Nunez. So it means that Darwin Nunez is out of Liverpool. I can't Luis Diaz, I can't 2 years and a couple of months. Liverpool believe that they have enough time not to push him out of the club. You can bring in a transfer request, but they'll feel like, okay, so you still be there. You'll be professional and you play your game. Baby Ababedru is rich. It looks as if Barca's last option has to be a branch friend Mark and a branch friend Marcus Rashford. But Rashford isn't a bad player on the left wing, you see?
Sure.
Good player.
Good.
I think that Rashford analysis will come to the fact that at Manchester United, the problem has come down to the environment. And if you say, say, environment is very, very important in getting the best out of any player.
So, Marcus Rashford.
Yeah.
Men you go no share or Manchester. Like you said, Manchester will be any said environment toxic.
Yeah.
Players who both class at the old bound to be more.
Yeah.
I ran to the Aston Villa.
Yeah,
but show glimpses.
Yes.
So he's a good player.
Yeah.
Aston Villa in Timian turned because of Sikasem.
Yeah.
Not because of Coin or Timiamo. So your boss and now to say, yes, a boss and Marcus Rashford didn't come out. And Opemikasi started show one Barcelona fan Betway.
Yeah.
Says Omunya now, only say,
oh, yeah,
he's okay.
Me Barca for Bebria, I can check me several times. And you see, Rich, the financial bit of the conversation in the company, Marcus Rashford, they are more flexible than the lot.
Sure.
or your 40 million. That's how Manchester United value him.
And I crowd is say, oh, buy a best soft in here.
And even to the extent that Manchester United are ready to even give him out on loan. So when you make Rashford on loan, it gives you room to plan for even next summer. Summer, no. Now Luis Diaz, I can't 1 year, so I extend to Liverpool. In 1 year, you have a better negotiation and bargaining power to go back to Liverpool and say, Jack, man, I need the body, imagine free you. So make sure you come in. And I think that Marcus Rashford, the patience of Rashford is paying out. And it looks as if Marcus will have a place over there. So Rashford, Eurabas a team no more. Lewandowski's playing time will reduce drastically. In fact, at Barcelona, Marcus Rashford in the pecking order of strikers, maybe even at the left wing. I'm looking at Marcus Rashford as a centre forward at Team Friend Barcelona. He was going to be ahead of Robert Lewandowski over time. 3 months, 4 months. Ahead of Ferran Torres, ahead of even Dani Olmo, who all of them any full strikers, but they makeshift when Barca need them. I bet your friend Marcus Rashford will be very important to Barcelona if the mood is able to go through it. In that meeting, meaning say what decision you will make. Hansi Flick has to make a choice between Andres Christensen and Ronald Araujo. And the board is divided. You see, Mamima base kakra. For Andres Christensen, Barca for free from Chelsea. It is a for him, a good money because a net profit. For Ronald Araujo, they bought him. They have given him a contract extension. Last summer, not Juve for this Carba, but of course, he didn't move to Juve. He extended the contract. There's a part of the board at Barcelona that believes a branch of friend Ronald Araujo, and then say Oko market this one, he has a higher value than Christensen. So why would you rather sell Christensen when you have a player between a higher value than Andreas Christensen? But which tactically between the two players in the are fitting Hansi Flick ball and Andreas Christensen because this Hansi Flick have a ball playing centre backs. The ball to form. A very composed and calm, and then player from the back, the Pau Kubasi, Inigo Martinez, and the likes. The only thing is that I bet your friend Ronald Araujo are more physical, more combative, and the near thing, actually, I bet your friend Andres Christensen. So today, Hansi Flick would have to make a decision tactically, financially, team fit wise on which of the centre backs will be keeping and going forward on a club. Meaning, Hansi Flick can offer.
Araujo.
Ronald Araujo. Uber keep you around.
No, na team being pan a beton around no keep Christensen.
But say Christensen fit how Hansi Flick about the ball.
No, I don't think say board this year. No more free coach. Coach Becker say omunto Araujo. No more Christensen stay.
No, but I'm saying that.
I know my mental point I say. But I know. You see Christensen say I know we better.
Christensen will be 25 million, but they net. And my rate say for around
25 million.
25 million for Christians. And the market no. 25 million. Hey,
go view munya.
Any Christians in the ball form.
I don't know. Sorry, Christians and what ton be a bet 12 million. Yeah.
For Andres Christians. Oh no. I don't agree. I don't agree that this Christians will go for 12 million.
Christians, so also the to market is here will be better. Say na open.
12 million for Andres Christians.
I want you grab it when you bet 40-45.
But which team no you say? And Manchester United. To center back. Which team is willing to buy Ronaldo for 45 and 50 million? Like the readily available Barberton.
But Bono, I don't know. Yeah, they think Christensen.
The kind of football I can at Barcelona, you born into form. Around any born.
Say in the Barca and Kobu. Yeah, can you turn?
So who be
this? Sami Koto defender. Oh, Barca. Now they are around, you know, the Christians. Do you visit go via
okay, Richard. You communicate between Christensen and Ronald Araujo. Christensen financially. Oton I want to profit and loss.
Sure.
Scanning about books so.
But scanning so you to
no, but Ronald obeti profit and loss every. I don't know silver ko Araujo. 2. Ye cap Barca CCA. So Oton Andres Christensen now you look at age and then you look at the both players now. Still we go for Ronald Araujo.
Okay.
And of course, readily available markets, you will still go for Ronald Araujo. Sana oka. We keep Ronald Araujo what
Yama Barca for no me yano mai. Between Araujo and Christensen, one of Montono, now I see. Mobet me the abana yakin kind the amount. The chair because say, I say around makes ne word near two hash into main kind or no mistakes. Mostly in the Champions League, especially at being no one shut down completely, but the word now the Quentin man can
messages
two hash away. Say meka wasem.
And I mentioned that Madrid would have to do a lot of cultural change. And I was very happy saying, no, you may make a call down. May try say me go through me phone me who said most of the Madrid athletes from Barca and the likes are reporting say they are willing to make changes and change biya jabia long so the Baba Madrid team in Biano. Madrid for no will take it and then they'll do a good job from there. And I want to ask you, I think that is very, very positive.
Okay.
Rich, Rodrigo goes, we are running the race no Madrid now.
Somehow.
So it's time say Rodrigo goes a player because then there's going to be another meeting at Madrid. Barca for your meeting, you know. Madrid for be share Rodrigo Papa, and of course the team to now plan on get assurance.
Yeah, on San Hero. That's how I see the boy. And maybe no complaining pa.
Yeah.
Said the why am Real Madrid no. It looks like I said almost them feeling no. They be above Vinicius and Mbappe. Even on Ukraine in a pecking order. No.
Right, is it not
on
true?
The bare feet.
Right, is it not true? Say Vinicius has been more impactful than Rodrigo.
And huge, sir.
No, but he has been more impactful.
Sure,
than
I agree.
Mbappe by last season, or the highest goal scorer of Madrid team, more impactful than Rodrigo. It may be on a person called BDR. He has to find wherever he wants to go and then make sure say Obey Jimano on Madrid for no add a left back, which is our branch friend Alvaro Carreras to their team, and then they want to make sure say Alvaro Carreras Ebebem Ababe Jimano Wadi Eddie Momo. When you saw this news, what was your thoughts, Richardo?
Asana Madueke. Ana na Asana, omo shift to omo focus no. Enko getting a striker.
But the striker they are almost there. So your creation where we are, sir.
Go crazy be and making cash or be also Asana for this kana.
Oh yeah. But they're almost done. The difference in evaluation.
Asana if you say cano too much.
No, the only
outrageous.
And the difference in evaluation is just 5 million. Omni Oma Kama be drew on them. And I think that Arsenal will do the Jokeris deal. Nientia Arsenal and air call sporting for bluff. Next time, say Jokeris a man I clears up Arsenal. And then Arsenal knows that the boy wants them. It is a one turn on my eye. If it's my just one shiny, you be jai, you man be getting him. They will sell sporting to him. You see, Rich. You watch Noni Madueke?
Yeah.
Or a bad player?
No, never.
So you see, this is Noni's numbers on the tactical board. Noni Madueke as compared to Premier League wingers. Non-penalty XG per 90. Noni Madueke and that's number 1 on the league. Throughout the league last season. And non-penalty XG now make can say player okita ball or creating chance from non-penalty situations. Noni Madueke is the best in the league. He's the best in the league. So the underlying numbers of Noni Madueke any bad numbers for anybody to be. I understand. So Ocean Noni Madueke as a Chelsea fan, Rich, over so every TV, maybe our body there. Because on Take, there are some people have issues of attitude and stuff like that. But you see, last season, 3 seasons now, Rich, what has been the biggest excuse Arsenal for their money? Say, Omo Intinya League now. Excuse me, now I'm tired. 2 seasons ago, Gabriel Magalhaes pra. Last season, William Saliba pra. Edu maybe Bukayo Saka pra. So what are Arsenal trying to do? Omo go to Gabriel Masquera. Omo go find Fifi Valencia ba. Omo go find Christian Nogar who is a DM. Abese team him. Omo the Martin Ibanez will be Mendiaba. There is Mikel Merino. There is in the team the can rise in the team. And they know that in Omo wingers no Omo Gabriel Martinelli. Omo Leandro Trossard. Trossard I hear is going to Fenerbahce. Omo person Abenchefen Ebrechi Ezeba. Any Bukayo Saka. Rich on the right hand side. Noni Madueke becomes a backup to Bukayo Saka. Last season Bukayo Etnef almost bare 30 days. So if Bukayo is injured, they have a certain Noni Madueke that comes up with these numbers. And then you can't say Noni Madueke is a bad player, given the numbers. Non-penalty, chain of XG, against the opposition, or the second. XGs per 90 throughout the season in the league, or the second. The percentage back passes, players are on pay back passes, crowd league. You say, now say wingers no, or yes, winger na, no, fullback no, about the connection. Noni doesn't do that. He plays forward. And that's what Noni gives you. My problem you know with Noni from the Arsenal point of view, as a Chelsea fan there, of course, I'll tell you why. My problem now from the Arsenal point of view, and they say, Rich, Sikana Arsenal for a backup winger, no, a little bit too much. The base money near 45 million.
And a 10-year add-ons.
And your friends, I think there's 7 and they add-ons.
Okay.
And add-ons someday corner, Noni will go. And Arsenal don't want to make excuses. I'm not making any excuses because Saka baby prior. They have a very good player who's Arsenal team. Last season, never me know how much. Team here too robotic. So we share the data for teams. Almost share the list goes from counter attacks. Arsenal share some of the list goes from counter attacks. So they need pacey wingers that can score more goals and can erupt quickly and get you goals from there. And that is what Arsenal trying to do. I know.
Kofi, me Arsenal fan. But me Arsenal fan biya a tissue ano pay with the explanation of their mind. Any abrante no the numbers are pulling their mind ano pay no. So also obey backup to Bukayo Saka.
Yeah.
In any Bukayo Saka.
Yeah.
How important
he is to that.
He is to Arsenal team.
Yeah.
So for player, why in your explanation how their mind say, yes, Bani take on the idea is very good. But the finishing poor.
Yes. But is that not why Arsenal buying a striker?
Maybe on Santake.
No, is that not why Arsenal coach and any or call man Ateta no one.
Well, and Ateta will do with him. And the end can say. But Chelsea the end here on Take.
But Rich,
the finishing poor.
Great.
It is a Okofa Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka. The backup. Now the finishing yet on Take. I think it's a wrong choice.
But to make critic chance, I'm an attacker now with the neighbor. Who we know is a prolific striker to get goals for you. How is that a problem?
It is a striker now, Jay.
No, striker now. Striker also has 40-50 goals of Portugal. I had the answer.
Kofi. You this analysis. Look, Portuguese league, you know. Saoko first striker, the film bar. We know it.
No problem.
The numbers that's carry, I agree. The goals no show Portuguese league, you know. Player bien or no striker in Europe, and any advantage show goes to bed. But what I'm saying is that the Portuguese league in any Premier League in the difference room.
Which, but even in the context of goals, okay. Goals, okay. Noni Madueke was top 2 highest scoring wingers in the Premier League.
Kofi,
Messi,
downiness. All right, then Liverpool.
No, and you Portugal say na make out. Richardo, and you Portugal say na make out. Messi Noni Madueke Premier League ni mu. He was one of the highest scoring wingers in the Premier League. Rich, in terms of league, Noni Madueke share more goals than Rafael Leao. He scored more goals than Nico Williams. Not to say than Nico Williams. So the stereotype around Noni, they say, oh boy, don't tackle. But I'm saying that tackling on tackling, that's not team. No more here Juma defensively. Gabriel Martinelli works the maybe by Michel to was man. There is a lot more time to was. Gabriel Martinelli works so hard for the Arsenal team. It's about Mikel Arteta to get work for him and get him to work. Return him. Chelsea should dare not make this mistake. Eyes us.
And Jackson,
a picture of it. Return him.
Play a bobo Yuki. I just can't say. I go to Ethiopia, baby. FIFA come on mobile.
Return him. Chelsea should not make this mistake. Who told Nicolas Jackson?
No, that's all better.
Oh, they are concrete.
And you no credit.
To watch.
And you no credit. Team bien you was as you so open Nicolas Jackson. And you no credit. Ko
birthday to watch.
Yibi mami he.
AC Milan for some pen. Aston Villa for some.
Site be
chem.
Mama sauce na me ko kan
this day. Me na make catch me amene sauce to watch.
Oh, ni
ai. Me amene sauce. Me amene sauce. Me say rich. You see, the only difference between what Milan want to pay for Nico, what Chelsea see as Nico's evaluation, and have a big problem. I have read from a couple of people that are saying, say, And then Nico is not seen as an important player to Enzo Maresca. You see, any serious club, and to be very honest, himself for me, I've been a huge ardent believer on Chelsea projects now.
Okay.
Any serious club beer will not sell Nicolas Jackson this summer. Serious club beer no better Nicolas Jackson this summer. Why am I saying this? Rich, 2 strikers, no, and me, I don't call Joao Pedro a striker, but let's take that he's a striker. 2 strikers na Chelsea for Atono, Liam Delap, and Joao Pedro. Both of them did not outscore Nicolas Jackson last season for Premier League anymore. Means what I make an answer. Oh, me no. Obianu onya more goals in all competitions than Nicolas Jackson. So if you want to upgrade and sell him, you can't bring 2 people who have not proven in the Premier League as much and then sell Nicolas Jackson who has settled in the team for 2 seasons. At best, in my opinion. Near Chelsea bet me and say, allow Nicolas Jackson to play the football with those 2 attackers now. Give them a chance to compete. Because for Joao Pedro, or more of the left wing, then Nicolas is an assistant to Liam Delap and gives you something different tactically. Selling Nicolas Jackson for me will be the worst mistake Chelsea for anybody in their project. Especially after selling Noni Madueke. And media Macan and I've written it on Twitter, say immediately Noni, any community in Chelsea better. That is the last day I believe in the project.
Okay.
Because you need to at least give Abrantiano 1 more proper season. Not on more ball. Once Nico plays 1 more season, you understand what he gets to the team. Then also ultimately moving him on and then focus on Liam Delap when you get goals from elsewhere. Then you can sell Abrantiano for Nicolas Jackson because a wrong move cry if you sell Nicolas Jackson at this point in time. I was season him. It's something that I don't understand. I reckon
the AC Milan for some more.
Are they?
More Tijani Rangers. So Kobo City, Kobo City. Nyankofa Luka Modric. Munkoto strike camera. Yankonko Tia is almost on Pawai. Nicolas Jackson. AC Milan. That's it.
Yanrapia. Oh, yeah, yes, in all them said, make I say my birthday, all the born a share on them toffee. But me say, ask me boss there. Mean to my birthday, I'm sorry, say, you're born to enemy chemo. One trim senior, Mr. Mr. One senior. Mr. One chichi, over my chichi, when I make catch you say, yeah, young to us. I've been an old Busamina. In what day? Go away, Shina. And your mom, one day, more day. But any birthday, okay. It's and you say your mouth this small cake, and you say they are deserving a less than this. But at the day they will cake mu, a shitty room. Into your fuck cake, he saw a bumpire say the Albe Kebian wabra bon any or do we are a woman. Now Sunyamin Shroud, no your case here, na yedima. Really, you're presenting cake here the amount. You see, table no so I say ana odi adu birthday ni kama pa na bia kama it's mama fa ene code all medical figures here na tuja ever cake ni is more rich yes ever cake ni show some then there ever show some cake one dey say has almost say if I fa to do be fa hu nti we wow cake anti ana
oh nice
ya just happy birthday. Happy birthday, Richardo. Happy birthday. Really, get your favorite colors where so come. Now, I'll be there, Nana. All the appointing per cake and all the appointing per cake. So we there. Appointing video, you can appoint. Boys, yeah. Boys, yeah, boys, na video one. Boys, na video. Na Rich, na Kudus move, na and the excellent move power na.
Oh sure.
Kudos to.
Oh, the only problem I have with the move here, Tottenham no.
Adija.
History would say get trophies. Kudus born now bono. And the icing on the cake in the baby and all the trophy be shown. Nanka compliment the effort no. But yes, Tottenham because all the Kudus be biabo.
Okay.
I mean, no home project now.
But it looks like it's a good place for career development.
All the idea will be biabo. But Chelsea, Ebiana went to be starter.
But which can't Kudus compete? Go Pamamo.
He can, but Miles come between me and Shannon Nimpa catch us. Go Pama, sit down.
Oh.
na uni ankobo ball.
Which man say last season you do maybe a
English oh. Kopama is English.
Kopama form the bar form.
I know. But very difficult say. Omo best but anyway we there yeah na.
Be say tie for say Kudus to Torian Mospe no. Omo pe na say how did they see the Kudus move no?
Yema from rem. So yema from rem kakre.
We need to join our there. Yen to us on rich. And also African my games, no African Cup of Nations, a man in the air coso. Wafu Zone B, and Mema under 20, no so air coso. European games, no so air coso. The coach thing in and I have one why they bro. I say rich. First one,